I'm going with Karen then.
Yeah.
Then I'm going with you.
That's right.
Not with them.
Yeah. You're going with a fun group. That's right. Yeah. Tom Murphy, sorry, long pants are mandatory.
Good evening and welcome. Today is September the 4th, 2018. The time is now 5:30. We will now have a work session. And item number 1. I tried to bring this up a while back. Just got put behind because we had 3 items on that night. We weren't able to get to this. And it's a TSJC item. And what that is was contacted by a gentleman by the name of Dennis Bukowski some time back. And his interest is in the college. And he wants to invest into the college. I guess he's done some investing already. But his question is he wanted to know from City Council what kind of support that City Council has for the college. Are we, and he just wants to know from the City Council what your feelings are about the college. And he's very serious about this because he said he doesn't feel that support, that he is hesitant in some sense, and he has the capability, from what I understand, to invest some substantial money into it's actually the nursing program that he's really interested in. And it's a long story that it's primarily because of his wife's passing that he is so concerned, not so concerned, but so willing to invest. Now, I don't know if he wants to know at some point would the city be willing to put some money into the college. I don't know if that's the angle. It's, and talking to him, saying that feeling, but I'm not really sure at this point. So I just wanted to know what council's feelings are about the college, what your concerns are, and I know we've had this conversation before. One of the conversations that we've had is if we invest in the college or one of the education, one of the school districts, does that open us up for anything else? So I think we need to just have a brief conversation about this and any questions that you guys might have. Mr. Matei.
Has he contacted the college?
Yes, yeah.
It seems a little bit fragmented. I'm disappointed that the college is not here.
Well, they are.
College is here.
They are the college. I'm sorry, 1,000 pardons. I should know better, Kathleen. Please forgive me. Okay, and then your point is well taken. I recall when a guy from the school board, Sandoval, came here and wanted to procure marijuana. I don't think that council should be in the business of funding public education. It might be a little different at the collegiate level. I'm an alum of Trinidad State Junior College. So in Trinidad State Junior College was very valuable to this community and all of the kids like myself who graduated from rural college, the rural high school. It was a good start. I don't know, maybe we need some legal direction, Counselor, about our abilities to fund or to become involved in this sort of an enterprise. I don't see it as an ongoing, repetitive kind of thing. We can maybe facilitate some of these things. It seems more like it seems more like a private endowment to the college, and I don't know that we really have a big role in that. And I don't know why the philanthropist is trying to marry us with them, but I certainly can understand his motivation. I think.
My reaction, if I may, is that with all due respect to the college and the wonderful things the college does and how wonderful it is, I know I'm using the word wonderful a lot in that sentence, but it's just not appropriate to ask you for funding. It's just not. And it is state, subsidized and paid for, and the state of Colorado has infinitely more dollars than does the city of Trinidad. And if there was a specific program or something that they were coming forward asking you for, money for, and people thought it was appropriate to do that, I think that would be great. But I just don't think it's appropriate to come in here and kind of make a blanket kind of, will you help fund us sort of request. Again, with all due respect.
And I feel a little put upon by the philanthropist to be in a role that his contributions to the college are contingent on our approval or our.
Sure.
It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Right.
If you want to donate to the college and do that, then do it.
Right. And I know every one of you would say the college is wonderful and you want to do anything you can for the college, but $1 million, let's say, for the city of Trinidad, you guys know how every dollar you're kind of, you have people pulling in all directions for. So it would just be hard for you to make a financial impact and to be able to do these kinds of things. And it's not the kind of thing you do that is funding public or private education. You know, my humble opinion. And yeah, so.
So what kind of statement would you make, you know, as far as just general support? I mean, not funding in any way, not necessarily funding.
Sure, Greg just said a resolution. I think that's a great idea. And I would suggest that, you know, something to the effect of you categorically support the college in all respects. If the college were to be a 4-year institution, you would support that. But you support the college in all respects, but you will defer to the state of Colorado or private endowment, you know, kinds of people who will be able to do private endowments, because you're not in the business of doing that kind of thing and funding public higher education. Anyway.
The college has always been, in my opinion, a good neighbor in that they have adapted their curriculum to meet the needs of the community. I recall when mining was a big deal, we had the School of Mining Technology, and they adjusted for that. I recall when oil and gas was developing and things, and there were a lot of diesel-type pickups. The college partnered with Phil Long, and they made a repair shop out of the maintenance building. I taught in a law enforcement program at the college when they had the CLEAR program there. So the college has been very flexible and very adaptive in trying to meet the needs of the community, and I don't think there's anybody in the community who actually opposes it. The nursing program now, as I understand, you can get an RN. Is it RN or BSN? RN or BSN or both? BSN through the community college system. The college is also partnered with local high schools, where kids are graduating from high school and they're getting an Associate of Arts or Associate of Applied Science from the college in conjunction with a high school diploma, which equates to big bucks, big savings for the parents. That's a 2-year degree that they didn't have to pay for.
Something that he mentioned to me is, evidently, I'm not sure what kind of background he has. He's done well in his life. And he has the capability of reaching out because of this program that the college is trying to become the RN with a bachelor's degree,
Right.
to actually, on a national level, to bring more students to this college. And that's kind of where his emphasis is.
Yeah, I think we can facilitate, we can help, and we can encourage, but I don't see us as having a primary role in funding. And notwithstanding the gunsmithing program, that's an international reputation. So,
Have we ever funded, I know Greg doesn't probably know, but have we ever helped fund the college in any way in the past? I don't know.
I don't think we have.
I don't believe, not that I know.
And you know, my experience with the college is my freshman year there was the last year they had football. I was there during the Spencer Haywood years and yada yada.
Karen?
I know Mr. Grabowski, and I know how passionate he is about the college. And I think he's just grasping to find out what we can do as a group of people to help the college. I don't believe we need to financially support that. That's a road I don't think we need to go down. But, you know, as a private citizen and as a business person, we fund the foundation. We're big booster club sponsors with the athletics at the college. And maybe we're working in one sphere, the college is working in another. Maybe we can come together, let them know what we're doing, they can let us know what they're doing, and maybe just kind of find out what commonalities we have to assist each other. During the foundation dinner last year, Mr. Grabowski paid for the table that City Council used last year.
Wow.
And I know he's very passionate about nursing. When you get involved in something like that, you're passionate.
He probably
I understand completely.
where he's coming from.
I understand where he's coming from, so I think maybe we need to get a hold of the college through Linda, get a hold of the president and the foundation and see what they would like us to do as far as anything other than monetary.
What I'll do is at the end of this, what I'll do is I'll ask Kathleen to come up and maybe if she has any questions. Cards?
I would like to know what exactly he means by level of interest, and it's very vague. I mean, the school is subsidized from the state. I would love to be able to give more money to that school. Honestly, I went to my freshman year, but I feel that the students pay for the education that they earn, that as part of the funding that goes into the school for whether it's professors or tenured professors or athletic, coaches, etc. Which it seems like the school has become more of an athletic school with the soccer programs, the track and field, which weren't there when I went there, is more like baseball, basketball, volleyball, softball. Like you said, you had football when you were there, and that's no longer an item. But I feel like I would love to support it more academically if we could, but I just don't know if it's in the cards right now. I mean, like if you're gonna mention $1 million, that's what, 7% of our annual budget?
Right.
Something like that?
Where did the $1 million come from?
It was just an arbitrary number, but it's
Sorry.
just a rounded number that
Sounds good to us.
it makes sense. I mean, if you're gonna do it, you're not gonna, but then again, you have other people in the community, like, Mr. Azar created the foundation for, it was like $250,000 and just gave it, which was a great attribute for the students who needed scholarships, etc. I would like to hear more from, is it Kowski?
Mhm.
I would like to hear from him just to know what exactly his intentions are, so that way it's not just like I'm hearing, from a third party, what exactly, where are you guys on this program? How do you guys feel about the skate park? Well, what does that mean? It's just kind of, I don't know. I'd like to hear more from him about what his intentions are.
I'm going to take a contrarian approach. Does it have to be nursing that he's interested in?
That's his primary
That's
interest.
it.
Okay.
He does
It's not a
understand,
more general,
he does understand that the college could be bigger and better than what it
Maybe
is.
Linda and Kathleen
well,
can
here's
answer that.
here's one of my concerns, and I hear about it all the time. I think the city's economy is being constrained by the lack of building trades.
True.
I mean, I had to beg to get someone to replace a deck, literally. I had to call in favors. I don't mean political favors, but, friends who have a lot of business and they give out, can you have this person squeeze me in on this front or that? I really do. It's insane what's going on. Contractors are not returning phone calls.
Nope.
And I don't blame them, it's not out of laziness.
There was a
Damn sure.
full-blown building trade program over there.
Right.
Mr. Farid.
Is there a quid pro quo where, and I don't know how much money would be involved, but the city needs it, we get it back in quicker sales tax revenues, I think, if businesses are able to open sooner and people are actually able to move here and rehabilitate houses. I don't know about supporting, I just can't, do you know, how much money are we talking about?
I don't know, he didn't have a figure, I have no clue. He just I kind of got that feeling like I said, Captain.
Well, is there a notion of reciprocity? In other words, you support the nursing program, we'll support building trades in whatever way we can, whether it's city training, if we're a little skittish about, or city participation in training. I don't even know if that's feasible, I'm sure we're, Mike is holding his
He does that a lot.
sorry, headache number 23.
Yeah, right.
Anyhow, just throw that out there. It's a just different approach, and there are ways that they can help our economy expand.
Rusty.
Did we ask Kathleen and Linda to come up? Maybe they can shed some light
I was
on
gonna ask
that.
him at the end once we, go ahead, come on up and
Yeah, because
ask.
maybe that, they can help answer some of these questions. I can see them sitting back here chomping at the bit.
After we go through council, we'll have them give us some information. What else you got?
My questions would be for them, not about any comments about Mr. Grabowski. I know that I've benefited from the table that he put forth. I know he has this passion for nursing. I just don't know if y'all are aware of what, through this conversation with the city and what he's asking of us.
I do.
Okay.
Joe?
My first thought about this came about, what, 3-4 months ago? I don't know, it's been a while.
It's been about 3 months ago, yeah.
And my first understanding was this gentleman was already gonna give that money to the college without even city knowledge or whatever. And, I support the college 100%. I mean, we gotta keep our college, we use our college, might as well say goodbye to Trinidad. But the point of interest is that, coming and asking me or the city to give some money, I think we're just gonna open up a can of worms. And then District 1 over here, and they're gonna have a lot of problems that, I feel that this would cause. But for sure, I do, and I always will support the college. But we can't only look at one entity at a time like the college, My wife, the other day, my wife and I went to our tour over the junior high over there. And beautiful building that's falling apart. And it's worrisome. It just worries people about our kids attending school and trying to get kids back into our schools. And like Michelle said about building trades. My wife was a nurse for 29 years. And, she's a good nurse. But only forming that one party maybe for nursing, maybe we could support, the building trades and welding, stuff like that. We don't even have welders around anymore, or plumbers or something like that we know what's going on. So that's my thought about the whole deal.
Kathleen, why don't you give us some?
Okay, so Mr. Grabowski is a 1971 graduate of Trinidad State, so that's where he comes in. And Trinidad State did wonders for Mr. Grabowski, so his heart is truly here in Trinidad. He left Trinidad and did very well for himself. His wife passed away of breast cancer, so he's very passionate about the nursing program. That's where he chooses to put his money, as well as another scholarship. He is currently a member of the Educational Foundation. So I think his ask is not, if the city of Trinidad doesn't give, I'm going to stop giving, because that's not true. He's going to continue to give no matter what the city council does. But in his mind, he believes that this is such an asset to this community that I think he just wants a buy-in from the city to say, and not because she's my mother, but like my mother said, that you're willing to partner with the college in that, if something comes your way as the city of an industry, talk to the college, work with the college, the president's office to figure out, their programs that we can do, but more of a buy-in from the city, because it just seems like, when there's layoffs or something happens at the college, not in a good way, everybody jumps on that bandwagon like, oh my God, what are we going to do? We have to jump in and help. But when things are going well or status quo, it's okay. So I think even in the bind, there was no money as far as trying to fund the college for facilities, anything like that. It was more along the lines of maybe a sponsored scholarship. Our executive director, Tony DeAngelis, went to the county a few months ago for a COSI grant, which is matching funds. So Walsenburg's doing it, other places in the valley are doing it, so it's an amount that is matched through the COSI grant. So if the city says, okay, we'll give you $2,500, there's another matching $2,500 that sponsors kids as far as education. There was never any discussion of, fix the gym or fix this or nothing towards that, but it's just, I think Mr. Grabowski's thought is it is a true asset to this community, and more of a buy-in from the city is what he's asking for. So there was no money attached to it, or I'll stop giving if the city doesn't. It was never anything like that, but he just would like to see it from our end since it sits in our community.
Does he at the moment fund scholarship for students, to assist students, or is it his money spent in program development?
More scholarship.
Scholarship?
All scholarship. As a matter of fact, this last year he gave $50,000 in scholarship for the nursing program.
Wow.
So that's where his his passion lies.
You're from the president's office, are you?
I am, and I'm sorry that, my name is Linda Perry, I think I do know all of you. I'm sorry Dr. Simone could not be here today, she's out of town with the holiday, one more day after the holiday weekend. I do want to let you know a couple things. One, absolutely, Mr. Grabowski is an incredible, generous donator to the college and supporter of the college for all of the reasons that Kathleen said, and for his passion. He's an incredible philanthropist in other venues of his life as well. We're, we, the college, are recipients of that generosity through the foundation. One of the things that I'm hearing, there's a couple things to in my mind, just to consider. One is that Mr. Grabowski he's a citizen. He didn't come as a representative of the college per se. He's coming as a citizen to say, is this council supportive of the college? He doesn't happen to live in our community anymore, although he came to college here, and so I think he's getting a feel for that. So that would be one thing I would say. Number two, I think there's been some very good questions that come up. And I think just like Alamosa County has asked Dr. Simone to come give a report to the county about the initiatives of the college and what's going on, and giving you that opportunity to have that give and take with some questions in a different way. I'm more than happy to bring back that offer if you would like to have her come for a report at some time, so that you can have a little give and take of some questions about some of these things.
Excuse me.
Would you say that there are some other communities that are doing some small matching at this point in time?
There sure are, and I know that's been an initiative of the foundation, and the college went with the foundation when they were presenting at other counties. COSI is I think it's a Colorado grant opportunity that COSI grants come in a variety of ways. Sometimes they're very focused to scholarships. Sometimes they're focused to student services in different ways than just scholarships. And so this happened to be one that had a really nice matching opportunity. And when you're looking at the colleges in our 8-county region, where it's really, it's us and Adams State. And with those counties, those 8 counties all matching this, it was a nice amount of money that was going to be able to be given and doubled through this COSI grant.
And it was presented to the county
Yeah.
commissioners here as well, but I
Yeah,
think
sure was.
because of their financial situation at the time, and nothing could happen until about the first of the year, I guess, because of, tax collecting. And so I think we were put off at that point for a scholarship.
And I think Mr. Grabowski may have known that and was thinking, well, maybe they'll jump in with that. And that, not that we're presenting that, but that might be one idea.
Sounds like what we need to do is really at this point is just do, like somebody mentioned, maybe a resolution in support at this time. I think that, and then we could probably send that to him so they'll know that at least that type of support is available. So.
Maybe it's helpful for us to directly Mr. Grabowski.
Yeah.
Rather than, he made this offer through somebody and we're going to send a resolution through somebody. Let's go talk to the man.
He will be visiting again. He comes 3 times a year to visit the school.
Can you invite him at his
He
next?
should be here the first week of October, I believe.
Where's he reside at now?
North Carolina. And he's at I think he's in Raleigh, North Carolina, so he's got a big college there, and he sees, that's what he's thinking is potential of a school. So I think he's a little skewed on big 4-year university, 2-year colleges. We all know how important Trinidad State, but I think he's thinking on such a grand scale because of where he lives.
And I would ask that if you do invite Mr. Grabowski, that you also invite the college to be part of that conversation.
Of course, yeah.
So that, so that that's just counts.
So hopefully that maybe when he's here, that maybe it'll fall in line, with, or even we can even have a work session on it even individually, so that why don't you let us know when he's going to be
To facilitate a meeting between Mr. Grabowski and Dr. Simone would be one of the primary things that we could do as a facilitator.
She's met with him before. I'm just wanting to, that all voices can be heard, and then questions can be answered from different points of expertise.
Okay, so do we have an update? I know that with the new legislation that was passed with the 4-year degree being offered in nursing, that our junior college had applied When are we expecting to hear any news on that, or?
Our school's been accepted.
Yeah, our school's been accepted. One of seven of the 13 colleges in the community college system will be having the four-year degree. It's called and it will start in the fall of 19. Right now, curriculum is being developed, and curriculum for that four-year degree has been developed, but it's going through the process of the Higher Learning Commission. And after the Higher Learning Commission, it will then go to accreditation. And anyway, you know how schools are and everything. There's all these layers of making sure that we're getting our students taught
Let's
correctly.
go and finish this up, and I think the biggest thing is let's go ahead and take it back to the foundation, talk to Simone that, you know, we're in support, and I think anything that we can do together to support the college, the foundation, if there's something that we can do, we sure will try. Let us know when he's going to be here, so we can come to some of the work session.
I think one other important question that maybe to ask him or him come to council is that, you know, we're kind of concerned, a couple council members were kind of concerned about building trades and stuff like that. I know nursing's important, but maybe you could ask him about that and see how he feels about it. I know
And I
he said
think
his
it's
heart
just the
relies
art of
on
college
nursing.
in general. It has nothing to do
He
with
did
just the
mention to me
nursing.
the building trades, he also mentioned the robotics that he's very good at.
Oh, I mean, he thinks back to the 70s, so.
Yeah.
When things
Okay.
were amazing, so I think that's where his.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go ahead and, we got about 4 minutes before we start a regular session, so. Then we've got to take